Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This is round 2 of the team event ongoing right now, the Ottomans and their enemies. Round 1 was the Battle of Mohacs 1526, in which the anti-Ottoman team, which I am on, got trashed. We lost, I think, 7 matches and won 2. The bright side of that is that now that we're in round 2, we got to choose our army and get a bonus 200 points added to our 2,000 points for a large size battle. So I elected to bring the poles because they're great, and my army composition is pretty straightforward. I did not bring any Reiter because I think they're overpriced for their capabilities, and they're mainly useful against Western-style armies anyway. I did not bring early Pike and Shot because they're 102 points for not very much firepower, and their main strength is that they're great in melee and they're impervious to cavalry. But I have my own cavalry, so I'm not really going to worry about that. I did not bring any poorly armed levies because they're poorly armed levies, or artillery because I'm going to be attacking here. As I hosted the match, I'll be deploying on the bottom side of the map. My opponent, Alan, will be up here. So he might move to seize this hill. That might be a bit of a stretch though, given that we're both pretty close to it. So instead he'll be defending this forest and these 2 villages with his janissaries in them, with light cavalry on the wings and heavy cavalry sort of deployed in between and to the side. So with that in mind, I have grabbed my own Haiduks, which are pretty similar to the janissaries. They are above average. The janissaries, I think this list still has the veterans, which is the superior quality only ones, although perhaps it also has the average ones. It doesn't matter. My Haiduks are going to be sort of held back for when I start making contact with built-up area in the forest. Otherwise, this is entirely going to be a battle fought by the cavalry. To that end, I did max out on light horse, 4 units of Hussars Cossacks. So these are better than the previous mounted arquebusiers because they have pistol melee, which cancels out swordsman melee if steady. It won't help them against a full-size unit, but it does mean they have an edge in combat against the Turkish light cavalry. I have Hussars, Cossacks, Tatars, and these are just your bog standard bow, swordsmen, light cavalry, same as what he'll be fielding. But I'm bringing as many of them as I can. I also have Hussars, Cossacks. These are average and unarmored, so I will need to watch out for arrow fire. But they are pistol melee, so if I can get them into the melee and they survive impact, then they should do well. Armored Hussars and Cossacks are superior, armored, and pistol melee. Carbine is pretty poor for shooting, but they have that too. I have these terrible non-light, so non-evading, and unarmored average bow swordsmen, but they're 36 points. They can pad out the line for my 9 points of winged Hussars. Armored, highly superior, impact mounted. So in theory, anything that these guys run into in the open will just melt as long as they can keep them steady. The difficulty, of course, will be that Alan will know that he's fighting a defensive battle, so he will deploy artillery accordingly, and cavalry is pretty vulnerable to disruption to artillery fire. No doubt he'll target my most expensive units. Finally, I grabbed 3 units of early dragoons. They're not very good, but there are 21 points for an evading unit that can shoot, so I figure I'll need as many of those as I can get. Okay, deployment. Well, I will cut the recording, deploy, then explain my deployment. Okay, so here we are. Light cavalry deployed on this wing. More light cavalry and dragoons here. The dragoons can help seize this broken ground, hopefully. The Haiduks are in the center, with armored Cossacks interspersed amongst them. So they'll shoot and soften up the enemy. The armored Cossacks can do pretty well in melee against the Ottoman cavalry and can charge at the janissaries at least. On the wings, we have our lower quality non-light horse to support the missile engagement of the lights, and reserve for the final, hopefully gloriously successful charge, the winged Hussars, which we want to keep intact until melee contact. So keep in mind again that I have a surplus of 200 points, so 2200 to 2000, due to how badly we did for the round at Mohacs. That being said, I will have to prepare for a storm of cannonballs, arrows, and musket balls on my way into contact, and these sorts of clashes between cavalry-heavy armies can get chaotic quickly, so nothing is guaranteed. Okay, let's see what he brought to the field and where he puts it. A gigantic battery of artillery. Is he trying to take this? That would be interesting. No. Just gonna slow down my advance, which makes sense. Alright then, onto the rough. And onto the rough. The Balkan Light Horse have light lances, which is a bit awkward because none of my light horse does. But we can bring up non-light horse in support. Problem solved. 8 units of light horse to my 7 here. So once again, bring up non-light horse to support the advance. And the Hajduk can also march forward. With their supporting cavalry, some of whom will undoubtedly be disrupted by artillery fire during this slow march forward. Now, the question is, should these hussars stay deployed as a central reserve or push the flanks? I think we'll push them, or at least some of them, off to the flanks. Alright, pretty straightforward. Next turn. And it'll be raining cannonballs again, I assume. One disruption. We'll have to pull them back to recover. Right then, off you go. I might let the Hajduks move ahead. Start trying to form a line. Okay, do I want more on the wings? Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be a long, hard slog across this cannon fire. Next turn. Oh, these cannons. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping to pull them back into the forest. 3 turns in and we've already lost a unit. Inflicted no casualties. Well, let's shift our Haidux over slightly. Okay. And then we're finally just about in a position to begin a general advance here. At least in the left wing. The right wing's another story. Soon I'd like to start threatening the guns with light troops just to maybe gum up the works a bit, force them to cover them. We're still not that close to being where we want to be and under constant gunfire. Next turn. Alright, we can keep moving towards a general cavalry clash. See, that village is on that line. Then we'll want, what, all 3 of these tiles occupied by medium foot to push the forest. Good. tentatively towards charge range. And slowly, ever so slowly, setting up an engagement here. There we go. I wonder if this unit is not in the line of fire. It's possible. Maybe we should try that here as well. Okay, so let's see if I remember this keystroke. Is it? Nope, that wasn't it. Is it? There we go. X. A bit too zoomed out, maybe. That is, in any case, the overall situation. Next turn. Oh, this again. Soon, let's see, with that we will be in charge range within a turn, which I think is completely worth it. Okay. How is that? Acceptable. Push onto the rough for now. Okay, then what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light units to my 7. Then it's time to edge forward into charge range. The Wigan Hussars can take a volley of arrows. They're armored. They are highly superior. They can take it. Okay, so next turn we can start attempting at least charges into his cavalry. And here, let's seize the high ground and Those light lancers might force us to evade, of course, but not much can be done about that. Can't threaten the guns because we'll just get shot up and forced out. But we're on our way to contact. Next turn. So after this, we need to face one more volley of cannon fire, and then we should be able to start pressing into contact. Well, unless he does that. Alright, we're gonna have to work for it. Seems like a bit of overkill for fighting dragoons. Now, if we don't have any disruptions here, we should do quite well. Well, I don't care about the lights. Okay. Well, the more irritating front is here, so let's do this first. Interesting choice, guys. Okay, guess we'll move into contact. As carefully as we can so we don't get exposed to direct fire from too many units at one time, if we can help it. You know, like that. There we go. See if you can fall back from that. Archers in the wood. Give him a shove. It's fine, nothing serious, and then get these armored Cossacks into the center. So our Heidiks are going to need that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay out of charge range. Then what? We can charge into contact here. Yep, let's do it. Well, pile on then. Give him a shove. Good. Of course, the Sipahis of the Porte did hold firm despite pretty horrific impact. Don't let them charge. push. We are going to lose at least some Hajdux to cavalry charges, and that's unfortunate, but we didn't hold enough cavalry in the center. But this at least is going well. We'll see what happens here. Next turn. Annoying. Falling back out of charge range, and undoubtedly there's something in this village. Disruption on one volley. That was unlucky. Not inconceivable, but it was unlucky. Okay, next turn we can charge in. Good. Well, what to do here? They hold firm. Alright, charge in, probably bounce. Yep. Damn. If I move up more, I'm just gonna get shot at more. If I turn, I get shot at. If I stay, I get shot at. Get out. Try to cover with this unit if they move forward, but that's not the best. Go for a break here. Flank the flankers if we hold firm. Prepare to charge the Janissaries. Okay. This was going well, and now I'm suddenly not feeling so wonderful about it. Charge into contact. Charge. Good. Gained a disruption. Pylon. And charge. Okay. Then what? Could join in, but I should probably just hang back for the rally. Good. Our swordsman POA will gradually come into play. Get ready to roll this line. Yeah, you're screwed. Enjoy life. Okay, and that's elite cavalry. To get ready to cover flanks here. This is what? Rough ground, open ground, open ground. Let's push forward into the rough where we can for cover, but eventually we're going to have to run into a situation where we can get charged. Let's turn this unit to start pushing into this gap here. This unit will have to hold back. Yeah, this is no good. The quality differential is too good, even if we're up 100 from pistol melee. Armor and quality will put us down. I was feeling more optimistic about this last turn. Next turn. Looks like I've gained a narrow lead, but as I said at the end of the last turn, I'm feeling pretty uneasy with the way things are going. Well, that could take us somewhere good, and it does protect our disrupted hussars from one volley at least. It's the downside of these armored Cossacks, the enemy can fall back from them, unlike the winged hussars, which are impact horse. We are pursuing, so at least we could absorb that fire a little more readily. That's tough, though. We did hold firm. Do we hold here? They're highly superior, so they passed. Fragged. Ooh. Oh, the archers in the wood are a problem. I can't get at them with this cavalry lurking. That's a very nice disruption. We'll unlock his swordsman POA in the melee, even things out. Then he'll charge into... no? Oh. Well, that's kind of nice, honestly. Depending which way they go. Good. Pretty crucial disruption there. We hold firm again. Gotta love that quality. Any failed checks here? A frag. Brutal. Okay, which wing do we start with? Things look a little bit simpler here. Get that flank, no question. Good. Just work on that unit. Nothing important. We need to get you the hell out of here. Try? Oh my gosh, cat. Maybe we'll have peace now. Peace to fight our war. Try for impact there with the lights. No. Well, get out. And what? Give them a shove. See where they end up. Push this pursuit. Let's see. They held the steady one too. Okay. Try again. Damn. High quality of the Janissaries is really paying off. What do we do here? Charge in again. At least stop this unit from getting shot at anymore. Then what? Fire. And charge. Fragged. Good. And set up that flank next turn on the Asaps. In the meantime, give them a volley, and then zone them in. Shove them off. It's not the prettiest, but at least we can't get shot at. Speaking of getting shot at, that's what we're going to have to do here. Okay. Do we dare? No, we probably try to wait to rally. Fine, just get in. Good. Shove off. And good. We should win in the melee with our pistol melee capability. Next up, flank them next turn. Do we waste our time with this? I think I'd rather push on. Keep trying to circle around. Circle around. Push towards the general action. That's fine. Sure. Tamari Sipahis, Sipahis of the Porte. Okay, I might try to do my best to get these fragged Heidex. Oh, that's weird. Must be a bug of some sort, but I don't understand why. I won't take advantage of it, of course. Weird, though. I'm gonna just turn around and not do the move that I shouldn't have. There. Next we can irritating. Push towards the infantry. Still a tough fight. I don't know how it's gonna go. The Janissaries are proving surprisingly strong against charges, even in the open against winged hussars. It's impressive. Next turn. Oh. It is rather unexpected that his infantry is proving the toughest element. Too bad. Very good. At least we can't get shot at in the melee. Ugh. Ah. Hussars are getting shot to bits. It's really unfortunate. Oh no. If they were steady, they could have charged in, but now they can't. The whole center is gonna go. We'll need more of that. Good. Prevent a charge by getting on their flank. Excellent. Then what? Break the fragged unit. Evade and good. Routed. Then what? Get that. I was hoping for a break, but interesting choice. Route them, and we push towards the center of the battlefield, which is perfect. Join in, there's nothing else you can do. Above average, armored. But we have help on the way. Okay. Fire. And... Huh. Did he forget about them? I didn't quite see what happened, to be honest. Well... Give them an extra volley. Good. And we might actually need more cavalry here. Oh, what the hell, this is the most direct path. Work your way behind. Good, and unfortunately we're going to have to stand for a charge here. It's not going to go well. Try to absorb some fire. Nope. Hopeless. Nothing we can do here. Could charge. Won't do any good, or we can try to rush past and just, I don't know, run somewhere to rally if we can. Get ready for a charge here-ish, or at least force him to move. And try to hit these guns. Draw. Good. A mess and catastrophe in the center, but we appear to be winning on both wings. Getting a well played, so apparently despite the catastrophic state of my center, we've won on both wings. Let's see how it plays out. Ooh, everyone is fragged here. That could be good. We could charge into this poorly armed levies. Excellent. There we go. Well, I was not feeling good about this given that I have maybe, what, 4 or 5 fragmented units down there, thanks to this battery that I never touched. And I also never did any damage to the wall of Janissaries down here. And I'm only now starting to make inroads into this forest full of archers. But it didn't matter. The extra 200 points certainly helped. Mainly, the Turkish cavalry is all ranged. It doesn't have impact capability. And those winged hussars, although they surprisingly failed a lot of cohesion checks, enough of them remained steady. that, combined with their more affordable compatriots, we've been able to cave in both wings at the same time. Had it gone on, I think it would have remained quite bloody with so many superior, steady Janissaries in play, but a complete surround like this can only end one way. So, a good game to Wheaton, and maybe the next time we meet it'll be on a more even plane.